What's good, y'all, man? We got Avengers Doomsday casting announcement part 2 confirmed, though, man. So we see it's confirmed because, you know, people like, I would take, you know what I mean? So we're going to take it with a grain of salt. But I heard EFL, man, my boy, I think it's number 2 coming out. So we're going to see what's really going on. And, yeah. It was like, where Tom Holland at? People was like, where Ben at? You feel me? You feel me? Ben from, you know, the Hawk. That's named Ben, right? Or that's the other dude. No, that's the thing. Bruce. That's the name, Bruce. But yeah, no, I'm speaking.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman, aka WOLFIERAPSENT. Now, Marvel Studios made quite the splash yesterday, over 5.5 hours, as they released the initial.
But they had 1 million views in less than 3 hours. That's if you know that shit is exciting. I ain't gonna lie, it's exciting for most people. I ain't gonna say everybody's excited. I'll say 50-50. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy. When I see it though, then I'll be excited. I told my video, I'm happy, but you know what I mean? I ain't excited yet. But 1 million people, 1 million views, it's still going up right to this day. But 1 million views in 3 hours. Yeah, you tell me. You tell me people ain't hype. People ain't excited and shit. You tell me though.
Cast
No
listing
cap. You
for
tell
Avengers Doomsday, and because it was 13 minutes in between each character reveal, the 13th movie in the MCU was Civil War, a film that the Russos did, fans started to speculate that this might actually be an Avengers versus X-Men film, and only because of the number of Legacy Fox X-Men they chose to include in this initial announcement. And even though by size it was one of the biggest announcements Marvel Studios, or really any studio, has ever made for a single film, fans started to notice one by one there are some key members that you would expect to be included in this movie that weren't listed in this announcement, like Tom Holland's Spider-Man.
Yeah, if it was like Tom Holland, where Tom Holland? If it was like, where Bruce at? You know what I'm saying? The Hawk. It was like, they was naming a lot of players. Like I said, players, character, people. Man, I said players like this is a video game or some shit.
Benedict Cumberbatch's Doctor Strange.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
Larson's Captain Marvel, and the list goes.
Oh yeah, Captain Marvel. Damn. I thought she'd be in it too, right? But they ain't really bring the Young Avengers though, so I don't know. But they said there might be some more coming up too. That's what I heard. You know what I mean? Take the grain of salt though. That's how I would do. But
on and on and on. Now that led to immediate speculation that this can't be it, right? And it wouldn't be long after this announcement had concluded before Marvel Studios would outright confirm that this was just round one. We're going to talk about what they exactly said and what some Hollywood trades like Deadline implicated about how big the cast listing for this film is actually going to be. But first, if you could grab the subscribe button. Guys, we've been growing at a breakneck pace thanks to everyone who's been subscribing recently. And if you haven't already, I would just kindly invite you to do so. Whether you've been rocking with us for a while or you just found the channel, it's the #1 way to support me as a content creator, and I would sincerely appreciate it. Okay, so just as soon as they were done making this announcement, Robert Downey Jr. took to social media on Instagram to say this: "That's what you call a deep bench of talent. Actually, it's more like a row, but an extra long one. That must be it, right?" To which Marvel Studios replied, "There's always room for
yeah, I saw this too. There's always room for more. I mean,
more." Basically confirming that that was just the first round of announcements. Now this came on the back of both.
So we see it might be another one. We see
that.
though.
Hollywood Reporter saying in their coverage of this announcement that industry insiders indicated even though there were almost.
They gotta realize they got 2 films too. So they got this film and they got another Avengers. So if they don't pop on this one, they might pop on for another one. Cause you know they got part 1, part 2, or they gonna do. Well, it's different separate films, but y'all get what I'm trying to say though. But yeah.
Names floated out yesterday that this was nowhere near the full cast list and that there were going to be a ton more characters in both of these movies. Now what's hilarious is that Kevin Feige admitted that 100,000 people each can't be in both of these films, but it's looking like they're going for it. I will also admit when we saw just...
Yeah, it looked like some of them gonna be in Secret War too though. 100%. I don't know, take the grand salt, but I think some of them might be in Civil War too. So it might be for one and another film. You know, that's my opinion.
Names all lined up next to each other on the stage yesterday. I definitely thought to myself, how in the world are they going to work all these people into the film? And that isn't even the full list. Now during yesterday's
yeah, I was saying like they got hella. I'm talking about they got hella pressure on them, man. Like that's why I said, please don't rush it. Russo brothers, please take your time. If we got to do it, if we got to delay the movie, man, please, because We want this movie to be good, just like the other ones. The other Avengers we had, you know, a couple of Avengers we had. But yeah, hella pressure on them. Hella pressure. But hey, take your time though, please.
Coverage, we also tried to name a couple of important names. Say like Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, Tom Holland's Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, who weren't among the cast listing. I thought I had covered them all, and we weren't even close. Here's not even the full list of characters that weren't included yesterday. Chris Evans, Steve Rogers, Haley Atwell as Captain Carter, Mark Ruffalo as Hulk, Chris Evans as Star-Lord, Charlie Cox as Daredevil, Benedict Wong as Wong, Aman Vellani as Miss Marvel, Jeremy Renner as Hawkeye, Tom Holland as Spider-Man, Oscar Isaac as Moon Knight, Tessa Thompson as Valkyrie, Natalie Portman as Mighty Thor, Will Poulter as Adam Warlock, Vin Diesel as Groot, Bradley Cooper as Rocket Raccoon, Evangeline Lilly as the Wasp, Paul Bettany as White Vision, Tatiana Maslany as She-Hulk, Don Cheadle as War Machine, Brie Larson as Captain Marvel, Olga Kurylenko as Taskmaster if she survives Thunderbolts, Dominique Thorne as Ironheart, Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury, Haley Steinfeld as Kate Bishop, Elizabeth Olsen as Scarlet Witch, Xochitl Gomez as American Chavez, Tiana Paris as Monica Rambeau, Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange, Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool, Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. And this list still doesn't include any of the Eternals, any of the side characters that were connected to the main characters in their respective franchises, huge name actors that were simply teased in post-credit scenes like Harry Styles' Eros or Charlize Theron's Clea. Most of the characters that are tied to the Guardians of the Galaxy or the Young Avengers / Champions project, any of the characters or castings from the alternate versions of What If, and none of the new superheroes we know are going to show up between now and Avengers Doomsday and Secret War, say like Wonder Man. So all in all, there's a really good chance by the time that this cast listing's said and done, we could be looking at somewhere between 60 and 70, maybe upwards of...
Damn. That's too much.
80 heroes, all combined, and villains, to make up Battleworld, Secret Wars, Avengers Doomsday. I have zero idea how you go about managing this many characters.
That's why I said, I don't know they're going to do that shit. I mean, they do it, man. Damn. They gotta take their time though, man. Let's don't rush this shit.
And trying to weave a cohesive storyline, because the truth will just be that not all of these characters can have meaningful dialogue, if any dialogue at all. All of them are going to be able to share the screen and at the exact same time, save when we get to the final ending at the end of Secret Wars, where we assume we'll see everyone finally team up against Doom. Now, obviously, we have zero idea how long they're going to make us wait or when they would even run out a second round of announcements like this, but I actually assume it's going to be rather soon. I think the main reason they did this, other than celebrating the fact that it went into production, was that they wanted to sort of head off any of the behind-the-scenes leaks that they know are probably going to happen for what they film outside. Remember, they're filming in London, in and around a lot of the same places where Daredevil and Wolverine shot, and man, there were so many drone shots of all that outside stuff.
No, it was. That was fucked up, but it was, though.
They knew someone somewhere was going to be able to get a shot of one of these two characters.
I was saying, y'all be scheming, boy. Y'all be like, yeah. Where the phone at? Where the fuck am I? All right. Hey, man, but you got to do what you got to do. But damn, y'all be... let me take a picture.
So they figured they'd keep all the shine for themselves rather than have it leak out and through the rumor mill, or especially us get a first look at some of these characters and it's something behind the scenes.
And be like, oh, who was this? So they tell you, you know what I mean? So y'all won't be like, who is this? Even though y'all probably still be like, who is this? Well, obviously.
Now, another thing that I think is worth mentioning, because I did see a lot of crying, and understandably so, for people who were missing their favorite characters in yesterday.
Yeah, like, where's Tom Holland? Where Bruce? Yeah, people was crying. I'm like, not crying physically, but you know, they was complaining like, yeah, we got another Avengers coming up, Secret War. So it's like they don't come on Doomsday, Secret War too. Like y'all got a Secret War coming out 2027, 2028. Like, we got another one coming up. Oh, 2027, I mean.
Round of announcements. If a character doesn't make it into Avengers Doomsday, there's a likelihood they could still make it into Avengers Secret War.
That's what I'm saying. We got 2 Avengers coming up. So it's like, if they don't make it on this motherfucker, we got another motherfucker. It's like we got, you know what I mean? Part 1, part... I keep saying part 1, part 2. It ain't like Infinity Wars, but you know what I'm trying to say.
I know that they've been building up with all the cameos through Phase 4, seeing variants of different characters, and Deadpool and Wolverine definitely doubled down on serving those kind of cameos up. It was like the multiverse of madness Illuminati moment, except we got to see them in action together in a way we really didn't with the Illuminati when they faced off against Scarlet Witch. Still, some of those legacy characters I could just see not having time to work into Doomsday, and so they show up in Avengers Secret Wars. So for other names that haven't been brought up yesterday or during this video, say like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. These are the type of characters that might not find a place in Doomsday for one reason or another, maybe because it is specifically focusing on the Avengers and X-Men facing off to save their respective universes, and those are still characters that could show up in Avengers Secret Wars. Now, the other thing I kind of want to address, because I saw this being flown around yesterday too, is that yes, I think every Marvel character from any cinematic universe is in play except the most recent Sony Spider-Man-less Spider-Verse. There'd be no shot of Madam Web or Morbius, any of those characters showing up except for Tom Hardy's Venom, and I think even that's unlikely. So I saw people saying, hey, they left out Venom, they left out Morbius. I would not expect any of those characters to show up, not just because they're the Sony of it all, but because why would Marvel Studios even bother? They've been pretty good about trying to recanonize these older cinematic universes, which have nostalgia at play. Sony's universe doesn't even have that. But as it pertains to the cast listing for Avengers Doomsday, guys, it is absolutely wild that they're even attempting to make a movie this huge, and I gotta be honest, I want to give them the benefit of the doubt, but I am so worried about their ability to make any of this meaningful when there are just so many characters to get through that, or each movie's going to be 5 hours long. You let me know all your thoughts.
Oh, it says it's gonna be longer than goddamn Infinity War, or what's the other one? It's on me I watched, but yeah, it's gonna be longer than that.
Below, quickly, let's get into the giveaway stuff, guys. We're still giving away
Yeah, but they said it's gonna be longer, which I don't mind being long. I mean, it's an Avenger movie. It could be 5 hours. I don't mind being 5 hours. It's an Avenger movie. If not, it was some other movies, I won't watch it. But if it was superhero movies in general, I watch 5 hours of it. Man, anyway, man, like it up, man. So my channel, think in the comment down below. Let me know what y'all think, man. Is this confirmed? Is it, you know what I mean? Let me know comment below, y'all. Take a grain of salt, though, still. But it's in production, like we said from yesterday. I think yesterday or the other day. So, but yeah, let me know what y'all think. And comment down below. And yeah, let me know y'all outside. Let me know comment below. Alright, peace.